What's going on, everybody? Back with another episode of Up and Coming. It's episode 7, and I got my man JR Bricks today.
Look at my face, like it or not. Running this game, now get off my block. Cooking it up, setting up shop, putting in work, and we punching the clock.
Yeah, what's good, man? It's your boy. Let's go, Mr. Pretty and Chocolate, Mr. Big Foe. What's up? What's up, bro?
What's the message of look at me, look at my face? Because when you watch it, it looks like a workout video. It looks like you guys are. I mean, you guys are actually working out.
So the whole theme behind my face is like so the lyrics, look at my face, like it or not, running this game, now get off my block. I'm making a statement of, we live in a world where we don't know our identity and we're scared to be ourselves. A lot of times we'll put shades on, we'll do all these different things to hide our emotions. No, look at my face. I'm here to stay. Like it or not, I'm gonna be me. And get off my block, cooking it up. We're setting up shop. So all that means is I'm coming in the game. I'm doing whatever it takes to get it done. My dreams, my goals, my aspirations. I'm gonna execute. No excuses. We're gonna get it done. Mm-hmm. So reason being is the reason why I'm saying this is because as a rapper, you can't just rap anymore. So what is my other talent? My other talent is, okay, I lift weights, I'm super strong. How do I couple that with the music? Okay, well, how you look, okay, like 50 Cent in 02. When he first came out, they were like, oh snap, this dude's incredible, he's all fit. And so I was kind of these things to complement the rap. So my lifestyle is fitness. My lifestyle is dream. My lifestyle is all these things. So let's bring it all together. That's why it does have that workout feel to it, because we're hitting the game from a different angle.
How do you, when you come up with a music video, or you come out with a song, because you've been coming out with songs, you said, since like 2006 is 2022 now. So that's more than a decade. Yeah, I was making sure my math is right. Yeah, more than a decade. But where do you sit down and think is like, this is how I'm going to shoot, this is how I'm going to make this video?
So a lot of times we'll it just has to cater to what the person already is. So my nature by default is fitness, working hard. So in my following, all my clients from my personal training, they know how I work hard. So nothing's going to be like a fabricated thing. Like the LA thing in the desert is just more of the get your attention, but the core of it is hard work. The core of it going all out. So the way we do these treatments is to get your attention, but we never forget the core, which is hard work, chasing dreams, and doing things that has never been done. So that's the essence of it. We try to make it a movie because all of been inspired by having fighting movies, the Creeds, the Fast and Furious, anything with The Rock in it, anything, so these are the treatments that we're going for, to where we can actually get more callings as far as like acting and stuff like that. So we're going to do stuff like this. That's more movie.
Oh, okay. Because it did have a little Rock feel. Like so you were saying about the hard work, the dedication, just everything that like your client saying that when you go to the gym, you work out, you work hard. Now that you're kind of like explaining it on how you want it to branch off into other things, now I'm starting to see that into light. So I understand what you're saying now.
The lifestyle. It's not just me rapping and I got two Escalades sitting on 28. I'm like, no, that's not me. Me is lyrics, real life situations, and just bringing it to eye catching, but still giving you motivation.
Well, since we're talking about it, let's get into the music video.
Yeah, big foes. Stop playing. What? Boy, what you Q? God. Big foes in the sky, boy. Stop playing. Yeah. Yeah, you know that I'm repping the big four. Like brother man, stay on the 5th floor. Need a team full of doctors, a couple of nurses. The way that I'm throwing up sick flows. Got homies that's Crips though. They be watching the crypto. They be copping up shares when it dips slow. Why you skipping no rent for some fisto? Look at my face. You already ran up your stimulus. Gave all of the strippers your Benjamins. I've been scratching and itching to kill again. Pulling it straight from the source of no middleman. Plus I'm rocking the bucket like Gilligan. My hoodie and jock is superior. Making these rappers retire like Michelin. Suckers is trembling. Look at my face. Like it or not. Running this game now. Get off my block. Cooking it up. Setting up shop. Putting in work and we punching the clock. Look at my face. Look at my face. Look at my face. Look at my face, like it or not. Running this game, now get off my block. Cooking it up, setting a shot. Putting in work and be punching the clock. Look at my face. Look at my face. Look at my face.
The one thing that I noticed was I do my research. So you guys posted that on January 19, 2022. Is that correct? Or was that song was already made?
Yeah, the song was already made last year, but we dropped the video on January. Yeah, January.
And then I want to say on your Instagram, you noticed that it was on BET Jams like 3-4 weeks ago.
Right. Yeah.
So like that goes to show like you may want something now, but it may not happen the way you want it. Can you talk about that journey where you made the song, right? You send it to this creative videographer. He comes out with this amazing video, and then next thing you know, your cousin and your family members are seeing you on TV. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. National TV.
Yeah. So are you saying more of like the process of it not happening right away?
Yeah, just talk about like like your process. Just like when you saw your product on national TV, what was going through your mind?
Oh man, perseverance, man. Like you got to understand, like as artists, just any artist, um, you it starts off as a thought,
Mm-hmm.
and then you actually start putting it down. You're like, man, I just hope somebody likes this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like once you actually put it out into the world, it's up to the world to decide what it is or what it isn't. And it's like, so when I actually created this in hopes to motivate people, to motivate my kids, to motivate my friends around me, the city, you know, I always say big foes repping my city. To see it on BET, and I've been saying it for so long. I'm big on self affirmations. I'm big on speaking things into existence. To see our product on national TV was like shed a tear, bro. Like it shed a tear. Like it was like real because it's like you worked so long and so hard to get to this level,
Mm-hmm.
and then to get to this level. So I'm humbled to even be in this position to continue to keep putting out product, and it's starting to get larger and starting to spread and a bigger fan base and bigger everything. So I'm just grateful, man.
Did you submit it to BET, or how did or was that just a surprise to you?
That was a big surprise. Pretty much I have a PR team.
Mm-hmm.
I have a squad around me that helps get the music out there, and
Mm-hmm.
people are picking it up. Like we just got word that they're playing this at the MGM Grand now, a couple other spots in Vegas. They're playing it all up and down in San Francisco and up in the California area. So just it's one of them things where you just put the music out there, you put the video out there, and you just pray to God people pick it up.
Well, when you first started making music, what was your goal? And then you got this accomplishment. What's your goal now? Or do you have like a bigger goal in mind?
Initial goal was just to be the hottest rapper, make a lot of money. All girls like me, all the dudes are jealous of me, but in the early stages, like my early 20s, but like as I kept making music and living life, I realized that that's not what's gonna make me happy. It never did make me happy because I toured, I went up and down the East Coast and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And once I started realizing like all this was fake, like pretending to be something else, trying to be like all these other artists and not truly being myself, to define myself and started realizing what really matters most, which is my family, my city, you know what I'm saying, and my own goals. So now, in the last maybe 7 years, the goal is to share my feelings and actually for people to understand they're not alone. It's
Mhm.
okay to be you. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to what you like. It's okay to just unapologetic. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Be
not
unapologetically you.
exactly. Because even in a world now where everything is instant, everything's a highlight reel.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's trying to be something they're not. So the music and the goal is to really, first of all, black people, businesses, leave a legacy for my kids because I even teach my kids how to run their own business. Like, so by me collecting this capital from music, I'm able to build more businesses to create jobs for people in the city. So it's really a lot bigger than just me just rapping to be rapping or wearing ice. So
You keep saying your city, your city, your city. What city?
it's 478 Middle Georgia, Warner Robins area, Macon, the Middle Georgia area.
Wow, you're from okay, so you're in the Warner Robins area, Macon area. I'm in Augusta. What like does that make you want to go so much? Does that make you want to go harder because of like when we think of like Georgia rap, the first thing that we think of is Atlanta, and we don't really think of anything else.
Exactly. Because and also too, let me say this first too, is like I didn't grow up here, but I lived here since 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Like and I started looking around and I'm like, there's so much talent here. Let's really rep and put on for this city because there's too much talent here. And also, you know what? Let me add this.
Okay.
I want to rep so hard so I can open the door for all the other 478 artists that are here locally because a lot of them really be in these streets. But once this music really takes off, I want to be able to open studios and get them off the streets where they can dedicate their life to music.
Mm-hmm.
Like Macon is crazy. Macon is crazy out here when it comes to crime rate. A lot of stuff is crazy down here. So
I know. Trust me, I know.
so yeah, right,
I know.
exactly.
I've
So
reported the news. I know.
it's that's one of the things, the undertones to what I'm doing is how we build these businesses where we can create jobs for people so they don't have to live in survival mode.
Mm-hmm.
They can thrive, chase your dreams. You don't got to look over your shoulder going, dang, I don't know if somebody's coming to get me because I just did this X, Y, and Z in the streets. But if you can actually follow your dreams and your goals, you can focus on positivity over the negativity.
What, in your opinion, would say that's harder for? I mean, you as well. But what's hard for you as an artist? And you said there's so many talented people that's here there in Macon. What do you feel like there's an obstacle in that for that area?
The was lack of opportunity, lack of resources because so many are because this place is more of a
Mm-hmm.
sports city, sports town, which is nothing wrong with that. You know, big ups to all the high schools out here, the colleges and stuff. But it's culturally, like the music, there's so many artists here. If there was a place where you can really build up like multiple artists, it can't just be J.R. Bricks running Middle Georgia. No, I don't want that. I don't want to be the only artist. You know what I'm saying? Like it needs to be four or five of us to create an ecosystem of music to
Mm-hmm.
where we can really put this city on the map.
I want to ask you one more question so I can get into another song, but I have this question that's asked to me all the time. So like, where you from? I'm like, I'm from Augusta, Georgia. Where'd you go to school at? And where'd you go to school? Kennesaw State University. Uh, you know, how'd you get into journalism? My uncle, me and my uncle sat down in 2013 watching the Nets versus the Chicago Bulls when the playoffs, and we were watching TNT. And he was like, "You see these guys? They're talking about sports and they're getting paid for it. You love sports. This could be you." And I got into that, but then when I started interning, my news director, well, my supervisor at the time was like, "You ask way too many good questions. You need to be going into the news." So I went into the news. My sister actually went into sports journalism, and she's doing the 2K League. She's doing NCAA women's tournament, all that type of stuff. And so they always ask us like, "How do you get into it? Like, you're from Augusta. Like, how did you get that opportunity to be on TV, be on the news?" And we found our own resources. We kind of just made it happen.
Mhm.
It's hard in Augusta. It's like almost like making you. I like I don't know. Like it's just hard, especially for her. I don't even know how she made her contacts, but that's the question I want to throw to you. You're making it. You're living proof. You're making it. Like, and you're saying there's so many talented people, but there's an obstacle there. Like, I know you don't have the cheat code or but what is some advice that you could give people that could start seeing some of their success for their music?
The biggest thing is marketing. Market is like you're adding jet fuel to what you're doing. You can put out 1 million songs, but if you don't market yourself, so many people put so much money into creating the music, but forget the marketing aspect. The reason why McDonald's and all these different companies do so well is marketing. We know McDonald's is unhealthy as crap. But guess what? Everybody eats McDonald's because it's always in your face. You always see the M. You always see the arches. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always see that.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest thing I can tell artists is market yourself. Market. Another thing is have a team. And I'm on like a team, like a whole bunch of dudes smoking weed, drinking, and we're recording in the studio. No, like everybody in your team has a mission. They have a vision. There's goals, and we're all having synergy and we're working together. People that are truly in your corner and believe in you and don't tear you down when you give them big goals and big dreams. You know, and also too, thirdly, which is not the least of them, is like, I keep God first, bro. Like, when I wake up, I hit my knees. I go, God, thank you for this day. Show me what I need to do. And he's guiding me along the way. You know what I'm saying? He's guiding me to where I need to go, because I have a mission here, and it's bigger than music. But music is the vehicle right now. The music is the vehicle. The fitness is the vehicle. So I would say God, marketing, and a solid team. Discipline. I don't believe in motivation. I believe in discipline.
I like that. Discipline. That, I mean, you feel like you're speaking to me. Let's get into the. I really do feel like you're talking to me. Discipline. I got a preview of Ring the Alarm. I want to go ahead and play that on.
Espérate. You still here? Just fuera con Dios. Call me a hot boy like Weezy and Turk. Flow is so hot that I'm burning my shirt. I raise up the temp, now my ops in the dirt. And it's not Fahrenheit when I stand on my worth. Heat is my team, the weight is the gold. No reason to tell you this, thought you should know. There's no way in hell that you matching this flow. And I'm cremating rappers and smoke them like dope. Me versus the beast like I'm Timberland. Take Denver's these raps on the chin again. These records is popping and sizzling. We making these slaps like a pimp again. Like an insecure chick, we gon' trip again. Fly to a city in Spain you ain't never been. Cows in the racket, we swinging like Wimbledon. Wiping your nose cause I move like a gentleman. Ring the alarm, it's not a drill. Get out the building, the fire is real. Ring the alarm.
So that was a preview of Ring the Alarm. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link into to the Apple Music in the chat, so it's right there, guys. If you want to go check that out,
Run it up.
I want to know. I didn't even ask you this, and I want to do this. I usually start that in the beginning, but we were just having just a normal conversation and just kind of got lost. So let's continue just talking. So I want to ask you, you're from, you're not from, you moved to Georgia, and you said you've been living in Macon like 2009, right?
Warner Robins, 2000.
Warner Robins. Okay. Do you consider yourself a drill rapper? Because the last two songs we listened to, they sound very drill.
Okay, okay. All right. No, I'm not a.
Or is it? Or you don't consider yourself like? What's your style?
That's the crazy part. I'm not a drill rapper, but my engineer was like, "Yo, let's try some beats." So I was like, "Okay, cool." And I got into the drill because I really rock with Dirk and King Von and stuff like that. So I listened to it and I was like, "Yeah, let's do this." But no, normally I wouldn't rap over stuff like that. I usually rap over more of like a J. Cole, Kendrick type stuff. But looking towards being more an aggressive type style of music. So that's the route we went. So I'm definitely not a drill rapper. I'm more of your in that Cole, Kendrick Lamar vein, the big crits, Big Sean.
Oh no, you have bars. No. You have bars.
Yeah.
I didn't say you got bars. I was just saying like the type of beats. I'm like they fit you because like you're a big guy. You know what I'm saying? But you said you could switch it up to like the J. Cole beats and the Kendrick Lamar beats as well.
I got some stuff coming. Like
Okay. Okay, well then let me also too, because like there's so many people that are when they get into something, they're passionate about it and they want to make it, they want to break it, they want to finally, kick the doors down in whatever industry that they're doing. And it's all about a niche, right? And you said that your team said, "Let's try this." And I mean, it's working. Are you considering of like kind of making it your main style and then showing like, hey, I can not only that I can do that, I'm doing this, or what's your thought process right now on that?
The thought process right now, yeah, you're right. I mean, that definitely fits because I'm naturally an aggressive, high energy type. So yeah, that would probably be the main thing because it's more catchy. But we definitely got to dive in. My homie A just hit me up, and he was like, "Yo, you need to slow down as well and let them know about you because
Hmm.
sometimes we can in the beats you can rap so fast that they really can't digest the lyrics as much as
Yeah.
they. So like you said, like I said before, your Drakes, your Jay-Z's, these guys that have the slow flow that allows you to really digest what they're saying and have quotables.
Hmm.
So that's I think so the main right now the main thing would be the drill style,
Hmm.
but then we'll start going into a different vein, which is more of the slower type beats, more 90s vibe, some
Okay.
more trip stuff, you know what I'm saying? So bounce, stuff like that. So yeah, we'll play with a few things.
Okay. I mean, everything's an experiment. I mean, you got my head bobbing, so you got my ear. But I do want to know like who have been your when did you start? When and why did you start rapping? Like what got you into rapping?
As a kid, when I lived in Germany for most of my life, and during that time, I was in church and stuff like that, and they always be like, "Hey, have Earl rap," and I'm like 7, 8 years old rapping lyrics from like Kurt Franklin's Stomp remix. Like it was like it was like I was
Wait,
rapping those
what?
lyrics. Yeah, like back. So like but stuff like that, and then I started rapping some more in school. I was battle rapping people in high school. We beating on the Coke machine.
Uh-huh.
Then I heard 50 Cent, and oh yeah, I could definitely do this. Like this is the type of rap I'm going for. And then one with DJ Smalls from Southern Smoke. He's one of the big DJs in the industry, and I did a tape with him called "Last of a Dying Breed," and I got a song with Fred the Godson. And
Okay.
so
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. I did a mixtape with him. I did a song with Killer Mike about brutality. So it's like once I started seeing that I can get my foot in certain places, like I did with Coast to Coast mixtapes. I went on tour with them, got in as like the Justice League producer team, stuff like that. So that thing, as the doors kept slowly opening up, I'm like, okay, I could do this. This is something I can do. So
Do you have any who are your inspirations? Like do you have any artists that you like to mimic or maybe not even mimic, kind of just like they inspire you to they inspired like you said 50 you was like, oh, I can rap like him. But is there like anybody like is there any musicians that you've inspired to be like, or you're like they're the reason why I'm the who I am now?
that's good. I would say Buster Rhymes.
Oh, really?
Like when I saw him running from the elephant,
I can see that.
and he's
I
like, look, put your hands where my eyes can see. I was like, yo, this is the most animated, entertaining, but he can rap.
Yes, he can.
So it was like the combination of that, along with Jay-Z with the hustle mentality, and seeing guys come from the bottom. Those styles really had me like, oh, okay, I can rap
Hmm.
and entertain at the same time. So I was like, those are kind of like the heart of what I do.
I can see that you're the first person to say Busta Rhymes. Everybody says Jay Z. Everybody said Jay Z, Kendrick Lamar.
Right,
Everybody said Tupac. Everybody says Big.
right.
And I've got a few Nas's, but you're the first person to say Busta Rhymes.
Bust a bus, yeah, man.
And I appreciate you saying that because like he's different. He's a
Hence
different.
the platinum blonde locks. Like he
Mhm.
never had platinum blonde locks, but the reason why I have locks, like subconsciously, is like Buster.
Really?
like like subconsciously. The reason why I rap real animated a lot of times,
Hmm.
just not trying, is bust. Like that's like the undertone to my style.
And he's
But I,
a he's well, like later in his career he got bigger, but he was like, when he was with
we
leaders in
had
when he was leaders in the new school, he was smaller, and then when he was even with in not I was about to say NWA Tribe Called Quest, he was a little bit smaller. That's when he started growing his dreads. And then when he got by himself, that's when you could see like he's starting to get bigger and whatnot. So that I could see that.
yeah.
Trust me,
Bro,
man, I love '90s music, bro. I love '90s music.
you know you're hip hop.
I
You know you're
love.
hip.
This is why I created the show. The crazy thing is like, bro. So when I moved to Atlanta, I used to listen to Gucci heavy, right, and I still do. But when I moved to when I moved to Marietta, when I moved to Roswell, my aunt and uncle was like, "We don't listen to that stuff in here. We listen to this. And if you're gonna live in this house, this is if you're gonna play. You could do whatever you do outside of the house, but inside of this house, this is what we listen to." Man, they put me on Tribe Called Quest. They put me on. Busta Rhymes, Wu Tang. They put me on Big L. I'm talking about all that. And then it wasn't like they wasn't putting me on. They were also saying like, okay, so if you like this song, you have to listen to James Brown or you have to listen to Curtis Mayfield because these are like the backbones of hip hop. So they're going deeper.
Rabbit hole, right? Like it
The
starts to just
the whole thing. And so like my phone isn't just Gucci and it's not just Gucci, Kendrick, or Trippy Red or Uzi Vert. It's like it ranges. Like I love '90s hip hop. So when you said Busta Buzz, I was like, thank you, and that's why I started rambling. I was like, finally somebody said something different.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
When can we see it? When can we see a music video for "Look at Me"? Look at me. Oh, excuse me. Ring the bell.
um, it's coming. It's coming soon, and it's coming. I'm not gonna give any dates. I don't want to mislead the people, but it's definitely coming soon. So
Okay, we'll be
it's
on.
gonna be way bigger.
It's gonna be way bigger.
We going up now. We going up.
You can only have. Does that mean like have you set new goals for yourself now? Because there's people who are trickling in. They're starting to see the conversation, so they probably missed the last 30 minutes that we were talking. But
Mhm.
guys, this is Jr. Briggs, Macon rapper. Well, what do you go for? You said you put on for Macon, right? Or Warner Robbins.
Robbins
Warner.
478 the foe, man. The
Okay,
foe.
so I'm just making sure he put on for Warner Robbins, but he had a song music video on national TV, and so that's why I'm asking this question. What is the goal? Like, have you set some new goals for yourself, or you set some new standards, new disciplines, as you like to say?
What we do now is once we broke that mold, broke that barrier of getting on national TV, it's time. Like just getting on there one time is not enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to really rotate that. Now it's time to really put more, just work more. It's not. Look, the process doesn't change. The process that got us through the door is what we need to do, but just on a higher level. That's it. Not more music, more videos, more content. That's what it is.
That's what I tell myself every day. More videos, more content, more marketing. Like I'm every day I'm marketing myself somehow. I'm putting out some different type of content. How you said you have kids? How many kids do you have? You have
Two of them.
kids? Two.
Mm-hmm.
How old?
15-year-old daughter named Ariana and 13-year-old son named Earl.
So you have teenagers. You have teenage kids, and when they saw, as you make music, what do you tell them as you're making your music? And also too, I want to, I don't want to keep harping on it, but I got to go back. But seeing their dad on TV, what was the lesson that you wanted to teach them?
Lesson I want to teach them is anything is possible as long as you don't quit. You want to make anywhere, you want to do what you want to do, be what you want to be, make the money that you want to make. You don't quit. Mm-hmm. So many we get a no, our first no, we stop. I don't care how much you get, keep pushing, keep grinding, keep working. And now that they see me make it on national TV, it's like, yo, there's no excuse. There's no excuse on you now. Like you got it from here. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's work.
Do they think you're
You
the
know,
coolest dad in the world now?
cool before that. You know what I'm saying? I stay cool. You know what I mean, let me put my hoodie on. I stay cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome. That's awesome. Dude, when like so you're expecting new content, we're expecting new music. What's are you working on an album, or are you working on an EP or more singles? When can we expect, well, you don't have to put like a date on that, but when can we start expecting those?
Pretty much, we're gonna have a lot of music before the summertime. Like a lot of music. The videos we slow grind those just because we wanted to make sure everybody sees everything.
Hmm.
But the amount of music you're about to get is about to be ridiculous. Like it's gonna be overwhelming, and that's the way I like it. I like to just work, work, work. I don't want to build off one single. That's not how we move over here. You know, I want y'all to fall in love with the lifestyle, fall in love with. Like I said, I tell everybody, nobody's coming to save you.
Hmm.
That's the motto I live by. You got to get it off your own. You got to tie up your own bootstraps, and you got to go get that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever God got for you, you got to go get it. So that's what it is with this. It's just music, 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 work, 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 and get to know me, and everything will make sense.
Let's dive deeper. Okay. So JR Bricks, where did you come up with the name and what does it mean?
So Jr. I'm a junior. I'm a junior. Earl Jackson Jr. But Bricks means blessed raps, inspiring cultures to capture success. Raps, inspiring cultures to capture success. That's where just everything has a so that's what the name is. Subconsciously though, I did the JR like Jay-Z's replacement.
Oh.
Like like I said that back when I was a kid. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna call myself JR Bricks because it's like I love that dude so much. I wanna be him. That like
Mhm.
I mean, I was just his albums are like the Bible to me. The blueprints like the Bible to me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, for hip hop. So, but JR, you know, when your bricks, the acronym. So there you go, JR Bricks.
Okay. That's wow. That's really, really deep. Like that's okay. Wow. You stumped me with a question. I'm trying to come back with another question, but I'm still thinking about just your name because you're like you said Jay-Z is like Jay-Z, the blueprint is the Bible to you, so you based your name on replacing Jay-Z, and then you had an acronym of success. Like, do you live like how often do you make sure that you don't get outside of your name, because in your music videos you don't have the big cars, the chains. I mean, you're working out or you're with like uh kids dancing in the background. I think I seen one of your music videos. I'm gonna pull up. It was in
Yeah,
2017.
yeah, yeah. So the key here is that my riches, like I ain't gonna sit here in front. Yeah, I get money. That's not even the issue.
Hmm.
The issue is like more promoting like the riches really come from the inside. Love, peace, joy. These riches. Like that's why the way the song is, the way I do things. I'm not here to boast about what I got. You see what I got. Like if you around me, you know, okay, he's getting money. But that's not where your focus should be. Your focus should be on your mental, your spiritual, emotional intelligence. Um, your relationships with your mom, your dad, your kids, your brother, your sister. These are true success because there's so many people that I know that are millionaires
Hmm.
that are miserable, and we keep promoting videos where I got this car, whatever. Man, you rented that. That's not even your whip. Like
Yeah.
we sit here. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're supposed to have these things to entertain people, but that's not focus. My focus is look at my face. Identity. What is your identity? God can't bless who you pretend to be. So it's like you need to be you and the best you. The byproduct is the money. The byproduct is the car. The byproduct is the dream house. So if we continue to work on ourselves and know who we are, we like as far as music, I will continue to make the music I'm making because I know who I am. And this is what got me here. So I'll never lose it because it's in me, it's not on me.
So then, what are you as a on a regular day, what do you do? Not saying like job wise, you can tell me what you do for work, but like what does your day look like? Like, do you wake up, take the kids to school, go to work, come home from work, or pick up the kids, go to school, write, and then like what does your day or week look like?
So pretty much how it looks is, as soon as I wake, first of all, I work from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an aircraft technician. That's the first thing, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I get off work, I go to sleep, I wake up, immediately I go into reading the Bible, meditating, and writing my goals down, thinking about the next move. Once I go work out, and while I'm working out, I'm listening to instrumentals about what I'm writing.
Mm-hmm.
And writing, then once I'm done with training, I train other people. I got my clients, so I train all the clients. And while I'm training my clients, you know, I'm building them, making sure they're getting, you know, because it's not just physical. I'm helping building their mental as well. I'm done with that. Then I'm with my kids. I train my son. He plays sports, basketball, football.
Mm-hmm.
I train my daughter. She does boxing. So I train them. So yeah. So I'm training them. And once I'm done there, I go eat, chill with the kids, make sure they straight. Then I go right back writing again right before I hit the job again. It's nonstop. You know, then my homie calls me up, my boy Alex Acosta.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about video treatments. We talk about different styles I should try. Continually sending each other motivational things and stuff to think about, business stuff. And it's just a continuous thing of just remaining focused. When you know what you're like, I have my specifically written out for the day because I know what not to do and I know who to tell no to. Because you don't have to think twice about, hey, you want to do this? No, I'm good, because it has nothing to do with my dreams. So, because think about it, bro, we don't have time to be.
No.
So, you know what I'm saying? Every move got to count.
Every move got to count. I want to play one more last song.
Pedal to the metal, pedal to the metal, pedal to the metal. Sheesh, gang, sheesh, gang, sheesh, gang, sheesh, gang, sheesh, gang, sheesh, gang, sheesh, gang. Lifting up his name in my peanut butter Timbs, flying out my mouth as I'm confessing all my sins. Dripping off my eyebrows, is this pain gon' ever end? Even though they being petty, I can still crack a grin, cause of the grace that I didn't deserve, cause of the joy that you given to me, cause of the peace that you put in my heart. Payment was blood and it didn't come cheap. 33's popping, you know what's the game. Christ in my veins, you can tell by the slang. Like I'm bumming the street, man, they looking for change. So we be the light while the world stay the same. World stay the same. To the max, 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 to the max. When my feet hit the ground, man, it's to the max. When I put on my fit, man, it's to the max. When I step on that field, man, it's to the max. When I worship the king, man, it's to the max. To the max, 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 to the max. When my feet hit the ground, man, it's to the max. When I put on my fit, man, it's to the max. When I step on that field, man, it's to the max. When I worship the king, man, it's to the max. To the max. Rapid fire when I spit. Woo. Call me Lil Uzi Bricks. Woo. MC Hammer with the prayer. Woo. Man, I'm too legit to quit. Woo. Slinging that faith by the ounce. Woo. Saving them souls by the tons. Woo. Moving that hope by the bricks. Woo. Flipping this back for the sun. Woo. Treasure is stored up in heaven. Woo. Sucker, I'm already rich. Woo. Sheesh, gang, you know we the army. Woo. Willing to die for my clip. Woo. Cruising the streets like I'm Nino. Woo. Gripping the word like a pump. Woo. Praising my king on the cliff. Woo. Cause God has been God from the jump. Pedal to the metal when I drive, yeah. Power of the spirit got me high, yeah. Glory of the holy got me flexed up. We got now, we don't care who got next up. Welcome to the next level. Welcome to the next level. Welcome to the next level. Woo. 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 New level, new level. Yeah. To the max, 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 to the max. When my feet hit the ground, man, it's to the max. my fit, man, it's to the max. When I step on that field, man, it's to the max.
When you see that video versus the other songs you've made, what you thinking about? What goes to your mind?
Growth.
What you mean? Like, elaborate a little bit. You said growth. What you mean?
The quality, the treatments and things rolled out, just that type of thing. And it's authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm you exactly what I'm giving you since the beginning, which is to the max. Let's work, go 100%. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, authenticity, growth. Those are the things. So,
bet. And like, it seems like, how do you pick the type of like beat that you're looking for? Like, do you make your own beats, or do you have like an engineer, and it's like, hey, I'm looking for this, or maybe that you were in a certain mood and you were like, this is how I feel, and I want the song to go this way?
I don't produce. I got my main producer, which is Q Dash. He's my engineer and my producer. He makes a lot of that particular beat was made by Superstar O. But I definitely outside, I go within the camp and outside the camp. But a lot of these beats are all based off feeling. I'm not trying to hey, this is what I'm thinking right now. No, like it's more like, hey, play some, let's see what happens. And once I feel it in my gut, okay, it's go time. Once I start mumbling, it's go time.
Do you have any tours in line, events or tours in line that's coming up in the future?
No tours in line. I'm just getting booked right now. I did a couple shows within the city. Right now it's just whatever booking. And that's it. No touring right now. But shoot, anybody want to smile at me? But yeah, we're just getting booked up right now. Just DM me and let's make it work. So.
I'm gonna ask you something that somebody's probably never asked you, but when you go into these bookings or you go to these events and you perform your ass off, or people listen to your music, what is like the best response or reaction you've gotten from a listener that stuck with you and you're like, I'm really nice, I'm going to continue doing this?
Okay, so there was one time we had I did a show in Warner Robins, and it was at Hope Church, and before I hit out on stage, this was crazy. They were like, all I heard was DJ KD go, "Y'all ready for JR Bricks?" And all I heard was everybody go, "Sheesh, gang, sheesh!" Like they're screaming the clique that we rep, and as soon as I walk out, all I see is like 400 to 500 people just like jumping up and down, the smoke's going. They're looking me dead in my eyes like, "Let's go!" And I'm like, "Holy crap!" So right when the beat dropped, everybody jumps in the air and it's like a sea. It looks so crazy, bro. And they're quoting lyrics. Like they're like, I didn't even have to say the first 6 to 8 bars. And it was like, that was when I said, okay, we have something. We have something here.
I love that story.
Yeah.
I know you probably got like goosebumps. Like you probably took a second back and it was probably like,
definitely,
like, wow, like there's people like quoting my songs.
yeah. Crazy.
Well, I got to end it off with this. Who's your Mount Rushmore?
Ooh.
Gotta close it. That's a hard one to close out with, but who's your Mount Rushmore?
No particular order though.
No particular order. And I'll let you do this. I'll let you have a sub. I'll let you have an alternate.
Okay, so I'm gonna have 4 with an alternate.
I'll let you have 4 with an alternate.
Okay.
Because I know people be like, "Ooh, I really like this person, but this person is like a." So I'll let you have the alternate.
Okay. DMX.
Okay.
I gotta have Bus. I gotta have Buster.
Okay.
I gotta have Jay.
All right.
Ooh, we getting into it now.
See, that's why I gave you the
Um,
alternate. That's why I
yeah,
gave you.
I have. Okay, so ooh, I would have to add. I'm gonna have to add J. Cole in there.
Okay.
J. Cole's got to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
He's special.
He is.
That alternate.
He's like the reason why I'm freeforming my hair now.
Yeah, like J. Cole's different.
Yeah.
I will say, okay, so the alternate would have to be. It got to be Kanye, man.
Thank you. I thought you were about to say Kendrick. I thought you were about to say Kendrick, but you said Kanye. Okay,
No.
bet.
I have to say Kanye, and the reason why is the amount of impact.
Mm-hmm.
Don't care what nobody's. They can say whatever about him, whatever.
I'm the same way.
Kanye is arguably one of the best rappers ever. Arguably, like we could put up material. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I would have that. Yeah, I would have
Arguably
that.
the best rapper / I don't know. Like I watched his documentary. He says he doesn't want to be a producer. He doesn't be labeled the producer, but he produces majority of his songs. Like there was an interview with like Kid Cudi, when he was making like the reason why Kid Cudi had dropped, good music, and he was saying like the reason why I respected Ye was when somebody would make a song, he was always on somebody's shoulder and tweaking this and tweaking that and doing that. And he was like, but he never, ever said he never changed any of my songs. He was like, he was just confident in me. He was like, you do you.
Wow.
So that interview always stuck out to me when Cudi said that. So I'm glad you said yay.
Yeah. Ye's definitely on there. Yeah.
Ye's definitely on there. Well, I appreciate you joining the show, man. Up and coming.
Bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Great questions. This is the best interview I ever had, bro. This is dope.
Man, really?
Super dope. Seriously, bro.
No, I appreciate that. That really means a lot to me, man. Like I know you probably, I don't know about you, but I think everybody's competitive, but I'm very competitive, and I watch people's stuff, and I'm like, I know I could do better than this, and I know you probably look. Hell, your name is Jay-Z's replacement, so I know you probably looking at other people in your area and is like, bro, I know I could do better than them. So when you say that, that makes me want to keep going and keep pushing. So
yeah, bro. Thank you.
Of course, and we're definitely, definitely do this again sometime.